cover that back up and let that couscous do its work. I'm gonna get this cover back on. Leave that. Oh no, here we go. Okay, there we go. I knew I'd get it. Get our tomato ends in the composter there. Okay. Now back to our salad. Fresh bacon, nice warm applewood smoked bacon over the top. A little bit
for the cook.
A little bit for the chef. We just gotta make sure we've got a little left over for him. Final bit in the preparation, Boursin cheese. You could just slice it if you want to get fancy. I'll show you. Do it with cream cheese or goat cheese. Obviously, make sure your hands are clean.
Does that crumble easily or not?
The Boursin will, yeah. Sometimes we do this. We take the tomatoes and the bacon, a little bit of Boursin, and pop it in the oven. Let the Boursin warm up a little bit and kind of melt over the top of the salad. Okay, now this is just a very simple finish. I'm just gonna, the Boursin's got lots of flavor, the bacon's got plenty of saltiness to it, so we're just gonna add, just do a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And just a little touch of balsamic vinegar. So those are our three little salads: tomato, bacon, and Boursin cheese salad. I'm going to check the rack of lamb, and I'll be right back. All right, so our rack of lamb came out of the oven. What was it, Bob? Probably 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, not even that. And as I've explained before, good way to tell when things are done is by touch, is really how most chefs do it. You squeeze that. If you take your hand, make a fist with your thumb tucked under. Starting here, that's rare right there. And as you work your way back towards your wrist, the more done it is. So rare, medium, well done. Remember that cooked meats should probably rest for 5 or 10 minutes, because what happens is the juices are sucked back into the meat as it sits. If you say take a steak right off the grill and cut into it, all the juices flow right out of it. If you let it sit there for 5 minutes, I don't know what the reaction is, but the meat pulls that moisture back into it, so that as every bite you take, it stays moist, as opposed to cutting it and letting all that moisture flow out of it. So this is about rare to medium rare right now. Our couscous is more or less done. We need to season it. You could season it with anything you wanted to. We've got the garam masala on the lamb, which has a nice flavor to it. So I'm just kind of going for just a nice light flavor here. We've got the chicken stock in there, all those fresh vegetables, a little bit of apple. I just want to check this for flavor. It's got a nice sweetness to it. I'm just going to add a little more salt to it. And then to plate this, Janine has a beautiful collection of earthenware terrines and serving platters. So I thought we'd use this today. So we'll take our couscous vegetable. just to give that a little something fresh and vibrant, I'm gonna squeeze some fresh lime right over the top of it. Just give it a little freshness, a little bite to it. There we go. And we've got our crown rack of lamb here. This is what they call cook's hands. This is when you've cooked for a long time. You can grab hot stuff. Take our toothpick out so nobody gets hurt. Don't forget these beautiful pan juices on the bottom. That's a lot of flavor right there. So make sure you pour that over the top of your lamb. And then I had a little leftover apple. Just going to use a little leftover apple as a garnish. This is how you fan an apple. Just like a deck of cards. And if you want to do this in advance, if you're having a party or something like this, little dab of lemon juice and some water. Stick it right in there, it'll hold its color. I'll show you that again from a different angle. Just nice slice. Just hold it. Hold the apple sections in place as you go.
Nice to have a sharp knife.
Best to have a sharp knife. I just actually purchased for the restaurant one of those Chef's Choice sharpening machines, and it's awesome. It's terrific. There's nothing like a sharp knife, and it works beautifully. So that's it. We've got gourmet greens, tomato, bacon, Boursin cheese salad, crown roast rack of lamb over vegetable medley couscous, little fresh apples for garnish. Janine's got lots of great wines, reds and or whites would go beautifully with this. Really anything you wanted to. With the sweetness, you can either mirror or contrast. I would say if you wanted something sweet, white Zinfandel, Riesling, peas porters. There's a little bit of spice in the rack of lamb, so you could do a Pinot Noir or say a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc or something like that. And once again, thanks Bob for filming me. Thank you, Janine and Josh. Appreciate you opening your home to us. And we'll see you next time on Guerrilla Gourmet.
We're gonna taste this.
So
Whatever
Janine and
you're
I are
rolling.
digging in.
Whoa.
This is. What's so great about it, this couscous, is it has the taste of the lamb in it. From
does.
the juice you poured in.
Yeah, most definitely.
Really good.
Yep. You could use a little more. I think it probably, but I tend not to over season. I'd rather let somebody else, if they wanted to add me personally, I'd probably add a little more salt to it. But I always prefer to under season and let your guests or whomever.
Well, you put lemon in, didn't you?
I squeezed some fresh lime over it, yeah.
Oh, lime.
Yep.
Because I think that kind of negates the need for more salt. you know,
exactly.
It does the same
Yep.
thing gastronomically.
Yep.
But
But it came out good. Bob,
yeah,
how you
it's
tried
really
it?
good, Bob.
Did you
It's
enjoy
the
it?
lamb
Yeah.
is good.
I haven't had the lamb yet.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we'll give us a report in just a minute. The salad looks great.
Yeah.
I love what you did with the cheese.
Very simple and easy. You saw me just take it, roll it like you're rolling clay, basically.
Now, would you put a vinaigrette or something on it?
I did put just a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette. The cheese has lots of flavor in
Yes,
it. The
it
bacon
does.
has lots of flavor, so it really doesn't need that much extra help flavor-wise.
Right.
And I was saying, beautiful salad in the summertime. You know, when you can grab your tomatoes
Real
warm off the
tomatoes.
vine. Yeah.
No, we grow wonderful tomatoes around here.
Yep. Yep. Good.
And then Verrill Farm has tomatoes that
Most
are
definitely.
to die for.
Yep.
Well, great. Thank you. for
Enjoy dinner
making
tonight.
This meal
Oh,
for
it's
us.
my pleasure.
Okay.
Thanks again.